Hey everybody, Dave Frost with the Frost Real Estate Team at Coldwell Banker, your number one real estate company in Jacksonville. Welcome to video 6. Today we're going to discuss top producing agents versus new agents. Why hire a top producer versus a new agent, all right? So let's go over a little bit of a myth right now. And basically this myth even came from my sister-in-law to my wife, where she indicated that she would much rather hire a new agent because that new agent's gonna have more time and and put more time and effort into a listing versus a top producing agent who is too busy apparently. So again, that's one of the biggest myths we hear, and usually that comes from a client or somebody who feels like, not to go in a harsh way, but they're more important than everybody else. So again, a top producer may have 30 or 40 listings that they deal with. So they have to be on schedule with updating those sellers. Sometimes sellers don't like to wait for that update, and they want it not every 2 weeks, but they may reach out every week to you. So you never as an agent get to go ahead and provide an update because they always ask for one. And their biggest complaint then turns into the agent doesn't brief me or update me. I have to ask. Okay, so again, your agent should go through that with you. But again, usually that's where a person feels like they have not been, given the attention they feel like they deserve. Is just that top producing agent isn't as available all the time with every question, text, call, or email. Again, top producers have to be very scheduled, so they're better with their time than a new agent. That new agent may have more time in general, but a lot of new agents don't know what to do with that time, and they don't function right or do things that are producing anything for them in time, right? So top producers already understand that. That's why they're top producers. So anyway, let's go to number 1. I have 5 total, but we're going to go through these quick. All right, I don't want to keep you on this video so long or too long. So here we go. Number 1, they are successful for a reason. Top producers have made it. They understand the business. They understand how to lead generate. They understand how to sell houses. They understand how to market them to sell, and they sell a lot of houses. So their time management is way better than a new agent, regardless if the new agent has more time. But the top producers have more or better time management because they handle multiple closings, multiple buyers, multiple listings, multiple negotiating, going back and forth. Way more than that it's all in between there. But again, they're able to handle all that versus a new agent. All right, so that's with that. Number 2, new agents don't have as many buyers as a top producing agent, meaning a top producing agent may have 30, 40 listings at one given time. That means for you as a seller, more people are going to that agent's website. More people are driving past that agent's signs that are on the lawn for listings to call. Again, for you as a seller, that's what you want. You want somebody who has that because it generates more business and more potential for you to sell your listing. More buyers are going to come to that agent with more listings and more inventory than they will from an agent who has less inventory. 3 over here, 30 over here, way more sign calls over here than they are over here because there's only 3. Does that make sense? Again, more sign calls equal more potential buyers, more people to your website. And again, if I have a buyer that calls me on a sign that they end up seeing the house, they don't like that particular house that they called on, I'm going to take them to your house if it fits the same criteria and things that they're looking for at price point. Again, help sell yours faster. The new agent doesn't have that ability. He's going to end up coming to our listings anyways. And again, a lot of times that agent's going to sell way more other listing agent houses than they will their own because they don't have an inventory. Don't hire them as a listing agent. Anywho, number 3, they have more connections. Top producers have more connections, more people that they use routinely to do things. Painters, contractors, home cleaners or cleaning crews, you name it, we have them and they're on our speed dial. They would normally be able to get to a house quicker than they would for a new agent. New agents just haven't established that relationship, maybe not even have them numbers at this point. Again, why does that benefit you? Because it's timely. We keep your offer, your contract and everything more timely because we have people that can get there quicker, that can do it quicker, that can do it for cheaper probably than a new agent because they just don't send enough business there and have that connections. Again, more connections helps you as a seller or buyer get through your transactions and make it a lot easier for you as well. All right. Number 4, top producers have a higher or a bigger marketing budget. New agents, they really don't have a marketing budget. So if they're not already social media savvy and video savvy and things like that, really they can have all the time in the world to focus on your listing. But again, most of the time they don't know what they're doing day to day anyways. Number 2 is they don't know how to sell things yet. All right. They may sit around and tell people about your house all day, but if they're not making calls for you, if they're not doing open houses, if they're not doing 3D tours, if they're not doing social media videos, live videos, if they're not doing social media ads, if they're not paying for professional photography or aerial shots, or it's not helping you sell your house, right? If they don't have the websites that a top producer has. Again, so top producer, more marketing money, more marketing budget to sell your house. All right. Number 5, last but not least, is they're better trained. Top producers have done more transactions than the new agent. So again, the more you do, the better you are, the more proficient you are. I always say confidence equals competence, and vice versa. Competence equals confidence. All right. So again, the more competent I am in what I'm doing, I'm going to be more confident with what I do. And the more confident I am, I'm going to be a little bit more competent. All right. So transactional wise, top producers do more. They understand the business better. New agents, not so much. They're going to be slower. Everything's going to be a little slower. And again, everybody starts as a new agent. But again, if we're going to compare the two and who you're going to go with a more seasoned transactional experience, not by years, transaction. Right? Because some of us have been in it for 6 years, like myself, and I have done hundreds of deals. Some people have been in it 10 years and done 100 deals. Okay? Big difference. Transactional experience versus years experience. Anywho, hopefully these answer some of your questions on the myths and or gave you a different insight on a top producer versus a new agent. So until next video, you guys have a great day, great weekend. Talk to you soon.